time we never learn from our mistakes? When will we realize we're all just the same? We're all humans fighting human nature to stay alive. We're predators teaching our children to be just like us, fear and hate like us. Will we ever realize we're just savages? God save us all.
I'm missing, but something's setting me off. Somebody listen. I've been running for weight without a lifeline, but now I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. Trying to find an escape, looking to get by from never getting a break, cutting the bright line. I've been hanging by a thread with my feet over the edge, got my back against the wall. the fight of our lives to make you listen. You got me losing my breath, it's been a long run. I'm trying hard to forget, but I know the outcome. I got 1,000 regrets and now I'm on one. I might be losing my head before the song's done. I've been hanging by a thread with my feet over the edge. Got my back against the wall. Will this nightmare ever end? Will I break before I bend? If I slip and lose it all, nothing's gonna break the fall. My head together, I've been trying to keep my head together. Ain't down, gotta keep my head together. My head together, I've been trying to keep my head together. I'm beat down, gotta keep my head together. My head together, I've been trying to keep my head together. I'm beat down, gotta keep my head together. My head together, I've been trying to keep my head together. I'm beat down. I've been hanging by a thread with my feet over the edge. Got my back against the wall. Will this nightmare ever end? Will I break before I bend? If I slip and lose it all, nothing's gonna break the fall. Break the fall. Give me hope. Done by bad guys and broken hearts, angels, demons, and battle scars. We battle clevers and rubber glass. We are born to a world that's falling apart. We are born to a world that's falling apart. Give me hope. We're knocking on heaven's door, but I'm afraid there's no one home. Know what you're fighting for, 'cause tonight you're fighting alone against all. Fighting alone against all. Give me hope. The youth is wasted on the young. Live out like loaded guns. Forgive me for what I have done, but I am what I have overcome.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs burst
the helmet goes on, it's time to bury the competition.
Drive. Determination. That trophy is mine.
I'm the king of RORMJL.
East Rutherford, this is Rutherford's Monster Jam Live. And now please welcome your series points leader, Blake Thompson and Gravedigger.
Now on the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad, bad, bad to the bone. I broke 1,000 hearts before I met you. I break 1,000 more, baby.
Now we are going to get started with our Monster Energy Racing competition. We have all of our 18 drivers racing in our bracket style tournament, where we will lead down to the final two on the road to Rutherford Monster Jam Live World Finals 4 in Glendale, Arizona. So as the trucks get staged, let's get ready for round one.
Our first race of round number one. This guy's coming from Miami, Florida. It's going to be Matt Myers, the fan favorite in Bro Camino. And his opponent coming all the way from Dallas, Texas. It's going to be Elon Ford in Crazy Train.
as the drivers are off. Crazy Train and Bro Camino about get even right there.
As we have a giant, I guess you could call this Chicago-style track. Definitely an interesting track, because Bro Camino's leading so far.
Interesting, it's all going to come down to the final turn. Nope, they still have one more lap left until getting into the final turn. Bro Camino, a huge lead over Crazy Train.
All cattywampus there, going into the final turn. Bro Camino with a better turn, carrying the momentum to meet Bro Camino by 2 truck lengths. Moving on, Matt Myers. Definitely going to be someone to watch out for in these following rounds.
Alright, we're gonna get set for your next race in round number 1. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Brad Curlin in Barbarian. And he'll be going up against Jason Poe in Alien Invasion, coming all the way from Omaha, Nebraska.
Beyond it is another dimension.
As you mentioned before, both of these drivers not new to Rigs of Rod's Monster Jam Live. Jason made his presence known last season in the arenas piloting Dragon. Now he has his own identity in Alien Invasion, looking to take down Brad Curlin in Barbarian tonight.
As they are both ready at the line, they're off right now. This should be a good race right here.
Slight lead coming into the ramp, they're about dead even now for Alien Invasion and Barbarian.
Wide sweeping turn, Barbarian clips the side of the step up. He's
Getting all
in trouble.
going all over the place. Alien Invasion having a nice lap right now. Jason Poe, but Barbarian's playing catch up right now.
He's coming back.
It's gonna be all down to this final turn. Let's see who's gonna get it. Barbarian making the comeback. Great race by both Brad and Jason.
Next up, coming from Dallas, Georgia, it's going to be Chadwick Deerfoot in Bounty Hunter, your number 1 qualifier.
And he'll be going up against Bro Camino and Matt Myers. He took home the win a little while ago in round 1 over Crazy Train. Let's see what they can do as they're off.
As Matt getting a huge hole shot on Chadwick, not like Chadwick. Like we said, your number 1 qualifier.
Folks soaring it over the tabletops.
Oh, no.
Matt Myers does a lead nosediving it.
He holds on. I think that might have been a 5-second penalty from Bounty Hunter.
Yes,
I believe.
Chadwick's on 2 wheels there. Gonna come down to this final turn.
Because Chadwick's going to have the lead, but we're going to have to go down to our officials and make the final call. Now, if Chadwick did not have a penalty, I think Chadwick would be our winner here.
We're gonna find out right now who would be advancing.
Because I'm getting word that I believe Bro Camino is moving on as the 5-second penalty from Bounty Hunter. Tough break for Chadwick. But, you know, that's just how the cards are sometimes. As next up in our lineup, coming from Naples, Florida, it's going to be Jackson Mazzaros behind the wheel of Saigon Shaker, placed 8th in qualifying. And his opponent is going to be Chris Provorolakis, coming from Staten Island, New York, and Lucas Oil Crusader, your 9th qualifier, so we have 8 and 9 racing against each other. This is going to be a close race right here. Possibly one of the closest races of the night.
I agree with that. And Chris took home the freestyle win last time in Detroit, Michigan, but he usually loves racing a lot, so I'm sure he's looking for a racing win here tonight in East Rutherford.
Definitely been an up and down season for Chris. Just seems to be pretty consistent though, so I mean, should be a pretty good performance from both drivers.
Yes, but you can't take away from Jackson Mazzaros, another great driver when it comes to Lucy Rock's Monster Jam Live. Loves to prove himself every week he is on the track, and he's going to look to do so as well. As both drivers are getting staged right now, you see Lucas Oil Crusader on the line, and he's coming down.
Going into the first turn, pretty even.
Yeah, about even right there.
Dead even.
Looks like, yeah, Saigon looks like he has a little bit of a lead over Lucas Oil Crusader. Coming to the last big wide turn on the crowd. Saigon, huge lead. All gonna come down to this final turn. This turn is very crucial.
It's gonna still be Jackson Mazzaros. Saigon Shaker gonna move it on. Tough break for Chris Provorolakis, but he gave it his all. Next up, it's going to be Adam Boyne behind the wheel of War Machine. Another great driver coming out of Niagara Falls, New York. And his opponent is your points leader, Blake Thompson, coming out of Columbus, Ohio, in Gravedigger number 35. The go is out. Blake Thompson floors him on the line as Adam just now leaves. Maybe some mechanical issues with that War Machine truck. As Blake is just taking a walk in the park win right here. All he has to do is keep it on all four wheels. Getting a little close to the wall there, but Blake with a spectacular turn. He's going to move it on. Easy win for our points leader on Stadium Tour Red. As the 60-second clock is out for Kyle Knickerbocker and the Avenger. Mario, I don't know. Is Kyle going to make it back out? I think he's here.
We're getting the word that he has pulled up to the line right now, I believe.
As Mario, take a look. We got Avenger taking on Brutus. Oh boy.
As everyone knows, this is a team screen race right here. As let's get down to introducing our drivers once again for this race. As you see right there from Portland, Oregon, Ike Toussaint in Brutus.
And coming from Prowler View. Alright, Mario, take it away.
And he'll be going up against Kyle Knickerbocker in Avenger. Both really great drivers when it comes to racing. Let's see what they can do here tonight in this giant track we have laid out for all our drivers. Road stage and they're off. Huge lead right now for Kyle and Avenger.
Oh,
Brutus.
All over the place. And he just...
And he's over.
Chris Bergeron fashion right there. Team Scream fashion, that is.
It's gonna be for Ike and Brutus, as Kyle is gonna take him a big win as he goes over the tire.
That's a classic Team Scream race.
And there goes Kyle.
One of them had to flip over.
Yep. As Kyle will be moving on to round number 2. Round number 3, sorry.
Nice job, Mario. As next up, it's gonna be Tristan Livdahl coming out of Anaheim, California, behind the wheel of Brodozer. Taking on Brad Curlin from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Barbarian. Both ready at the line, waiting on the green. They're off. Full shot is gonna go to Brodozer, Tristan Livdahl. Now Tristan has a spectacular racing record. Believe he's 13-2 in racing. Definitely one of the best racers out here and most consistent, but the last couple of events hasn't been treating him very well. However, he did place very good in qualifying tonight, and he's proving that right now. Going into the final turn, it's going to be all Tristan Livdahl and Brodozer moving on to the next round. And he's just going to kill himself after the line.
Call me names, call me reckless. Crash through like a storm. Filled with fury, I'm relentless. Like a soldier at war. Doesn't matter if the world is shaking. I don't flinch, not a sound. And when everyone around is breaking, I'm a stone in the ground. When I close my eyes and count to 10, all I feel is the adrenaline. And when the pain begins to set, all I hear is, long live the champion. Long live the champion.
As next up in round number 2, from Richmond, Texas, representing the Zombie Nation, Rogelio Hernandez in Zombie. And he will be going up against Jaden Green in Blue Thunder, coming in all the way from Canada. Jaden Green and Rogelio have been very great drivers this season. Let's see what they can do tonight on this track. As both drivers are giving a thumbs up to our officials. And here they go, sending it across the tabletop, about dead even right now. Going around that first turn, Rogelio taking it nice and tight. Still about dead even. Really great laps so far by both drivers. Both taking it nice and smooth. Even once again, but Jaden's got 2 wins and he's flipping over in cartwheels, and they're gonna shut him off as the win's gonna go to Rogelio and Zombie. What a race!
As next up, coming from Simi Valley, California, it's going to be Max Helport behind the wheel of Mohawk Warrior. Max, another great driver. His opponent is going to be Joshua DeLuna behind the wheel of Raisin Cane, coming from San Antonio, Texas. Another great matchup for you guys right here. As this track is biting most of our drivers, should be interested to see how Max and Joshua handle it in this next race. Here we go, we're going green. Dead even, you can't get closer to that off the start. These next turns are the make or break, as they're still dead even, maybe a slight lead to Mohawk Warrior. Going into the long sweeping turn, Mohawk Warrior is going to pull away going into the final turn. Close race right here. And it's going to be all Great Clips Mohawk Warrior fire. Moving on as Raisin Cane's going to flip, and he's going to flip it into the barriers. Looks like we have a lot of building damage, and we're going to hear about that later.
As now it's time for a final race of round number 2. Introducing first from Lake Hills, Illinois, Nick Worthman and Max D Fire. And he'll be taking on Max Silver, coming in from St. Louis, Missouri, behind the wheel of Stinger Unleashed. Both of these drivers had really nice appearances last weekend in Detroit. Great performances by both of them. Let's see what they can do right here. About even right off the start. Going to the first turn. So about even. Max D having a slight lead. He's getting wobbled up and he's starting to barrel roll. Not what Nick Worthman wanted, but he recovers. And Stinger Unleashed has flipped over on the turn. And Max D has recovered. So Max D Fire is going to keep running his lap. And I guess Stinger Unleashed flipped himself up too. So Stinger is going to continue his lap as well. And now he's all over the place. Max D Fire takes home the win.
Monster Jam is back, ladies and gentlemen. That was awesome. Here we go, beginning of round number 3. Bro Camino Matt Myers taking on Jackson Mazaris and Saigon Shaker. This is going to be a good race. It's already good so far. Going into the sweeping turn. Dead even. I think Saigon Shaker has a little bit of an edge. Matt needs to come back in the final turn. rounding it. Matt gets a nice jump. Saigon Shaker gets a tighter turn. It's going to be a photo finish. We're going to get a review here and get a word on our official winner of that race. What a race from both drivers. That was insane. As we're waiting word from our officials. Wow. Jackson Mazzaros had the tighter turn, but Bro Camino and Matt Myers just sent it in at the last minute, and I think he may have got him. We have word now that your winner is going to be Jackson Mazzaros. Saigon Shaker taking the win by about a half a tire, maybe less than half a tire. Wish we had the screenshot, but anyway, Saigon Shaker is going to move on to the semifinals.
As we're gonna get set for your next race in round 3. The winner of this race will go to face Saigon Shaker in the semifinals. You saw last round Saigon Shaker and Bro Camino in a photo finish, but the officials called Saigon by about a tire, getting the win. As next race will feature Blake Thompson, your series points leader, in Gravedigger, going up against Kyle Knickerbocker in Avenger. As I believe the 60-second clock is in effect once again for Kyle Knickerbocker in Avenger. The past couple weeks he's had a lot of trouble starting the truck up, so we'll see if he can pull it out to the line to face Blake Thompson in Gravedigger. As you see on our video board, 15 seconds left. If Avenger cannot make it out, then I believe we are going to have a bye run for Avenger. And he has made it to the line last minute again. Let's get ready for a race. Kyle Knickerbocker and Avenger going up against Blake Thompson in Gravedigger. Kyle had a wild wreck last race in round 1, so he was looking to get in round 2, so he was looking to get that truck fixed. As both are staging right now on our starting line. As you can see, the green has been in effect as here they come. Blake Thompson throwing it across the line, going around the turn. Kyle is about there with him. It's about even. Nope, there's a little slight lead for Blake. Coming to the next turn. Both taking really nice tight turns. Blake, huge lead over Kyle and Avenger, and it all comes down to this final turn. Will Kyle be able to recover? He will not. Blake Thompson will go to the semifinals against Saigon Shaker and Jackson Mazzaro.
Take it all.
Here we go in our next race. It's going to be Brodozer taking on Zombie. As Brodozer sleeping. As I think we're going to rerun that. As they are both ready this time, Brodozer taking on Zombie, Rogelio Hernandez and Zombie taking on Tristan Livedall, Brodozer. This might be the best race of the night. I said that a couple times, but I'm meted on this one. They're pretty close on skill level. Pretty even. As I say that, Rogelio gets a 5-second penalty. Going over one of the tires, it's just going to be another walk in the park for Tristan Livedall and Brodozer. Moving on to the next round.
As you saw right there, a great race by Rogelio and Tristan Livedall, but in the end, Brodozer would advance to the semifinals, and now we're gonna find out who will take on Tristan Livedall in the semis. It is going to be either Max Halper in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, or will it be Nick Worthman in Max D Fire? You are about to find out after these drivers get staged on the starting line. As the drivers are staged, they have been given the green. Even once again going into that turn. Looks like Max D might have a slight lead. No, I think it's about dead even. Nick Workman driving that men's chassis. One of the unique chassis we have here. Alex Zeron's Monster Jam Live. Great passes by both of them coming down to the final turn. And it's going to be Mohawk Warrior going to the semifinals.
And you heard it right there, Mohawk Warrior moving on. So let's take a look at our semi-final matchups. We got Saigon Shaker taking on Gravedigger. Jackson Mazzaro's taking on Gravedigger. Blake Thompson got the number 8 seed taking on the number 4 seed. Then we're going to see Brodozer, the number 2 seed, Tristan Livedall, taking on the number 3 seed, Max Helpert and the Mohawk Warrior. So you got 2 versus 3, 8 versus 4. These are going to be some close races.
It's not like I'm walking alone into the valley of the shadow of death. Stay beside one another, cause it ain't over yet. I'll be willing to bet that if we don't back down, you and I'll be the ones that are holding the crown in the end. When it's over, we can say well done. But not yet, cause it's only begun. So pick up and follow me, we're the only ones to fight this thing until we've won. We'll drive on and don't look back. It doesn't mean we can't learn from our past. All the things that we might have done wrong. We could have been doing this all along. Everybody with your fist raised high. Let me hear your battle cry tonight. Stand aside or step aside. Run the front line. Everybody with your fist raised high. Let me hear your battle cry tonight. Stand aside or step aside. Run the front line. And we'll be carrying on until the day it doesn't matter anymore. Step aside, you forgot what this.
Here we go, kicking off the semifinals with Gravedigger taking on Saigon Shaker. Dead even going into the first turn. Blake Thompson with a nice first turn. Saigon Shaker kind of get crossed up, but it is still dead even going into the sweeping turn. Blake Thompson clips one of the tires. That could be a one tire. I don't think it was, but we might have to review that. Either way, going to the final turn, Jackson Mazzaros is in the lead. Blake Thompson gets a better turn. It's coming down. It's going to be Blake Thompson taking the win. As I hope he did not one tire or go through one of the tires. Reviewing it right now for Blake Thompson. Very hard decision to make. As the call has been made, Gravedigger is your winner, and he's moving on to the final round. As I believe it's safe to say, your points champion is Blake Thompson and Gravedigger.
As we're getting set for your next race, Brodozer and Mohawk Warrior, Max Halbert and Tristan Livedog, here they come. The green has been set, soaring it over that tabletop. The winner of this race will go on to the championship round to face Blake Thompson. Here they come. Mohawk Warrior has a slight lead over Brodozer. He's nosediving it. Nice turn by Max in Mohawk Warrior, who still has a nice lead. Brodozer's over the place. Cartwheeling it. Over he goes. Mohawk Warrior Max Helper is going to the final round.
The king of throwing races, Tristan Livedall. Tough break for him, as we have a big check at the end of the show to pay. Thank you, Tristan. You're probably the main reason for that big check.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you.
As we started out with the top 18 drivers on Stadium Tourette's event, and now we are down to the fastest two on the road to Glendale, Arizona for World Finals 4. These drivers have raced on this very tough track, Dirt Crest set at MetLife Stadium, and now we are down to the fastest two. Let's get ready to meet your championship contenders.
As first up, he is your points leader, and I believe he's your points champion. Safe to say at this point, it's going to be Blake Thompson in Gravedigger.
And he'll be going up against Max Halper in Great Clips Mohawk Warrior.
Their track crew working to get Tristan off the track. Looks like he's off and we're ready to go. Waiting on the green from our official. And they are off.
Both of these drivers have been fast all night long on this tough track. Let's see who will get the win.
I mean, exactly. There's a lot of room to make mistakes, and one small mistake can cost you the race. So it's anyone's ballpark here to take the win.
It's about dead even, actually. It's going to be a close finish coming to the final turn.
Get your cameras ready. We're going down the finish line, and it's going to be Mohawk Warrior, Max Halpert. He just defeated your points champion, points leader, Max Halpert, taking the win here in East Rutherford Racing. What a well-deserved win.
If you notice, Blake had a little bobble, and just one little mess up can ruin your chance, and it did. Let's give it up for your winner of racing, Mohawk Warrior and Max Halpert.
Like I was saying, well-deserved win to Max. Congratulations to you, Max, on your win. It was well-deserved. I'm excited to see how he does in the next competitions. As Mario, let's talk about our next competitions. What do we have coming up next?
Next up, we're going to have our SimMonsters.com Skills Challenge, I believe. Or, no, our Great Clip Skills Challenge, I'm sorry. You know, this competition has been very tough for our drivers. They love to do stoppies, moonwalks, nose wheelies, all that fun stuff. Or they can create a nice two-wheel move or anything they want. It's a very tough competition, and that's going to be a great one to look forward to next.
As our track crew has been working tirelessly on this track, it's probably the most insane track we have seen this season. I mean, I don't know where some of our track crew got these obstacles, but it's going to be pretty insane to see our drivers take on this track. You got a huge boss in the middle, you got jumps on the berms. I mean, it's going to be a cluster out here in Freestyle and two-wheel.
Yes, it will. And we'll be back in just a few moments, and when we get back, we'll get ready for your Great Clip Skills Challenge.
spot. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a place.
As first up for the skills competition, coming from, I believe, San Antonio, Texas. Sorry, Dallas, Texas. Too many Texans in here. It's Ewan Ford and Crazy Train. As he is going to do a donut. Interesting way to start off skills. As score now, link is in the description on Judge's Zone. Code is RORMJL. Score 1 through 10. And let us know what you think about Ewan Ford and Crazy Train. Just make sure you are locking in your scores for Ewan Ford and Crazy Train. Scores have been locked in. Fan score of a 5.688. Decent way to start off the skills competition.
As next up in your skills competitions from Omaha, Nebraska is going to be Jason Poe in Alien Invasion. Going to be what's just said right now from Crazy Train of 5.688. Let's see what Jason can do. He had a very nice run last weekend in Detroit. As he's going to walk it back and set it into a nice wheelie. Walking it up the ramp and across. Nicely done. Gonna set it back down. Try to go for a little stopping there. Nice move. One hit left for Alien Invasion. Looks like he might be going for a nice nose wheelie. Darby's gonna walk it back once again. Getting it into a wheelie. Nicely done, but that's gonna be it for Alien Invasion. Scoring is open right now using the code RORMJL. Your link is in the description.
I'm in a sweet spot. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm on the big stage. I got my crew. I'll get you moving. It's what I do. The party's starting. It's going down.
The score right now to beat is a 5.688 from Crazy Train. And the score for Alien Invasion is a 6.125. Your new leader, Jason Poe in Alien Invasion.
Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
Next up for skills, he's your #1 qualifier. It's going to be Chadwick Deerfoot and Bounty Hunter. Here we go, lining up for a nice sky wheelie, riding it over the pad on 2 wheels, sets it back down. Nice first hit for Chadwick and Bounty Hunter. Don't forget to lock in your scores after this next hit, as you are a crucial part of the deciding our freestyle and 2-wheel skills winner. Huge sky wheelie. He's gonna slam it down on the rear, and that's gonna be it. Link is in the description. Code is RORMJL. Lock in those scores for Bounty Hunter Chadwick Deerfoot.
Sharing secrets with another world, rubbing shoulders with some unknown lovers, making way through the universe, starting wars with anonymous brothers. Trip, switch, trip, switch, make a wish and I count to 3. Press the button.
I don't know, we may need to find a new Bounty Hunter driver after that hit from Chadwick. Jeez, I hope he's alright. Score to beat a 6.125. The score for Bounty Hunter is a 6.250. Bounty Hunter is your new leader.
Give me data 'cause I need a hit. How I lost stratospheric numbers. Information I've been craving it. Give me yours and give me the other.
Next up in your skills competition is going to be Chris Purvolarakis in Lucas Oil Crusader. Had a nice consistent run last time in Detroit. He won freestyle, but let's see if he can get a skills win. He didn't do as good as he wanted in racing, so let's see what he can do. Starting out the nice nose wheel or stoppie, but couldn't get it to walk the way he wanted. 1 hit left for Lucas Oil Crusader. Just stopping right there, gonna reverse it. Try to wheelie it up. A nice air to a stoppie, but sets it down. Scoring is now open for Chris and Lucas Oil Crusader.
I'm trapped in my box up against the wall. I see no solution or exit out. I'm grinding it out, no one can see. The impression's growing exponentially. I'm trying to keep up to speed with you. Your lane changing is accelerating me. I'm hitting the ground and I'm sprinting. I'm falling behind, now I'm tuning out.
Scores are coming in. The score to be right now is a 6.250 from Chadwick and Bounty Hunter. The scores for Lucas Oil Crusader are a 4.886, not enough to take the lead.
As next up for the skills competition, it's going to be Adam Boyne in War Machine, teammate to Saigon Shaker. Going to line up for his first hit here. Adam is, pretty known for his skills and freestyles, so expecting a lot out of him tonight in skills. Lining up for something unique. Oh man, what is he lining up for? Oh man. Backing all the way up. Here we go. Nice sky wheelie into a moonwalk. Gonna ride it over Nicely done from Adam Boyne and War Machine. Line up for his last hit. Gonna go for a bicycle. Gonna ride it up the berm. Gonna keep it going, stuffs it into the jammer, and that's gonna be it for Adam Boyne in War Machine. If you thought that was the lead, make sure you are judging. The link is in the description. Code RORMJL. Locking those scores now.
I'm in a sweet spot. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up.
They're coming in now for Adam Boyne in War Machine, and it's going to be a 7.568. War Machine is your new leader.
On the big stage, I got my crew. I'll get you moving. It's what I do. The party's starting. It's going down. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna.
As next up in your skills competition will be Ike 2 Cent in Brutus. Ike had a crazy wreck in racing, but he's gonna make it up, walking it back and nicely doing a wheelie over the ramp. Gonna go into a stoppie and sets it down. One hit left for Brutus. He's done some nice stuff over the season. Let's see what he has in store for the final Stadium Tour Red event. Looks like he's gonna walk it back and going to our backflip ramp. Trying to pop it, going for a reverse backflip, and that's not gonna be it. Setting it down, and he sets it back up. Scoring is open right now. Your voices will be heard in tonight's remaining competitions. So give us your score for Brutus. The score to beat was just set by War Machine, a 7.568, and the score for Ike is a 4.950. Not enough to take the lead. War Machine still sits on top.
I have a lot of confidence in the next driver we have up, and that's Brad Curlin in Barbarian. Anyone can take the lead. I think it's going to be Brad Curlin in Barbarian. He's going to come out looking for something to hit. He's going to go for the elevated backflip ramp. Into a moonwalk. That's something we haven't seen. Riding it on the berm on one wheel. He's going to ride it out over the jammer into a reverse bicycle, and he's going to keep it going. This is why Brad can take the lead at any time. He's going to go for a bicycle now. On top of the berm. On one of the sidewalls. Can he save it? Yes, he will. Into a small wheelie. Brad all over the place. And if you thought that was the lead, make sure your voice is heard and log on to Judges Zone with the code RORMJL and score 1 through 10. You are the deciding factor in our skills competition tonight, so make sure you are scoring.
Scores have come in for Barbarian. Score to be right now from War Machine at 7.568, and the score for Barbarian is an 8.156. Your new leader, Brad Curlin and Barbarian. As next up is gonna be Jaden Green in Blue Thunder. Jaden Green causing us some building damage earlier, but they were able to fix the truck and get it out here for tonight's skills competition. So let's see what Jaden Green has in store. Gonna go up the tabletop ramp pad we have. Gonna go into a stoppie to a nice nose wheelie, walking it across, going up the berm. Gonna set it down as one hit left for Blue Thunder. Gonna set it into a nice bicycle on 2 wheels, going up the berm. Hit some of the wall of the stadium right there. Nicely done. Scoring is now open for Jaden Green.
I'm in a sweet spot. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me.
The score to be right now is 8.156 from Barbarian. And the score for Jaden Green and Blue Thunder is going to be a 6.875. Not enough to take the lead.
The party's starting. It's going down. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up.
As our next truck is getting staged and ready here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. That guy's gonna be Joshua De Luna and Raisin Kane from San Antonio, Texas. Didn't have the best of luck last week, but he's trying to change it this week. Here we go, into a bicycle up the berm. Trying to ride it around, he's not gonna get it. And that's going to be the end of the first hit. He has one more hit remaining. Joshua De Luna, kind of a rookie here in RORMJL and Rigs of Rods in general, trying to prove himself. Going to go for a moonwalk. Gets a solid moonwalk, and he's just going to slap it in reverse, and that's going to be the end of his run. Locked in those scores now for Joshua De Luna, Raisin Kane code RORMJL.
I'm in a sweet spot. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna
Boys getting locked in now for Raising Cane. And it's going to be a 5.850. Not going to be enough for Raising Cane.
I'm on the big stage. I got my crew. I'll get you moving. It's what I do. The party's starting. It's going down. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up.
As next up in your skills competition is gonna be Max Silver in Stinger Unleashed. Max has had some great runs this season. Let's see what he can do. Going all the way up to the top of the berm. Let's see. I wonder what he's planning. Reversing it. Making sure he's aligned. Gonna walk it on the back 2 tires as he's in the crowd. And that's gonna be done for Max Silver and Stinger Unleashed. Scoring is now open for Stinger Unleashed and Max Silver.
So after this event, we will be starting a GoFundMe account for RORMJL as we are $50,000 in debt, so please help us out.
Let me back it up to the start of the climb. Faced with an army of vipers and lions. I had to keep on reaching up, cause it was my time to tear down the kingdom, call out the liars. Got a jail on my heart from the pessimist. Got those nails in my mouth for impressionists. Spent too much money on a therapist. Couldn't fix
As the scores are coming in from Max Silver, not much we could do. Not much you guys could score. He only got 1 hit in and he was called done. The scores are going to be a 2.808 for Stinger Unleashed. Brad Curlin still sits on top in Barbarian.
Tell me what it is that you think you believe. Caught in a crossfire, trouble at sea. Every single day I feel that gold underneath. I see the locked doors, but I got the key. I'ma give you a second just to catch your breath. Cause I can see that your heart is jumping out your chest. I know you gave it up cause I've already seen your best. And it's time you accepted this. Gladiator, gladiator, gladiator. Pick a fight with the gods.
As next up, we have a fan favorite driver. And that's going to be Matt Myers in Bro Camino. One of the most entertaining drivers in the field. Talk about entertaining. He's lining up for the elevated backflip ramp. Probably my favorite driver to watch. Gonna get into a wheelie, and he's gonna cradle the truck on the backflip ramp. I guess that still counts as 1 hit as the tires did not touch the ground. He's still going. He's gonna tip it over into a moonwalk. Gonna ride it out. Keeping the moonwalk, keeping it balanced. Kind of milking this hit here. Gonna just slam it in the back of the bus. He has 1 more hit remaining. Into a bicycle, gonna get it into a sidewall. Can he save it? No, he's on his lid. Link is in the description. Code RORMJL. Lock in those scores for Matt Myers, Bro Camino.
Let me back it up to the start of the climb. Faced with an army of vipers and lions, I had to keep on reaching up, cause it was my time to tear down the kingdom, call out the liars. Got a jail on my heart from the pessimist. Got those nails in my mouth for impressionists. Spent too much money on a therapist.
Remember to score 1 through 10 after each run, as we are still tallying up the scores for Matt Myers, Bro Camino. Scores are now locked in, and the scores are a 7.091. Not going to be enough, but it sets them up at the top 5 on the leaderboard.
As next up in your skills competition is Kyle Knickerbocker in Avenger. Kyle gave us some crazy action over the season. Let's see what he can do in the final stop of the season. Driving around the track right now, looking for his first hit. As he's gonna go for a stoppy, walking it beautifully. Really careful with that throttle and balance right now, as that's what is key in performing these spectacular moves. As he's gonna set it back nicely, as he's going up a berm. On the top of that, boom, on top of the backflip. Looks like he's gonna somersault it back, and can he save it? Yes, he can, into a nice wheelie. Nicely done by Kyle. And Avenger gonna twist it, and he is in the stands, ladies and gentlemen. Score is now open for Kyle in Avenger.
I spent my whole life chained to the wall. Hungry for more, not afraid to fall. Had to cut a man down to get where I am. But someone had to tumble and someone had to stand. Don't try to fight, there's nothing you can do. I'm gonna run.
As the scores, I believe, have come in for Kyle in Avenger. The score for Avenger is going to be a 7.286, not enough to take the lead.
Most of my life was heavy and high. So many days, so many.
As next up for the skills competition, it's going to be Rogelio Hernandez in Zombie. Score to beat is still an 8.156 from Brad Curlin in Barbarian. Anyone can take the lead, it's going to be Rogelio. Going for a moonwalk. Looks like he's going to ride it towards the big berm, the big wall ride. Here we go. big move coming right here. No, he's not going to ride it into it. He's going to ride it back into a moonwalk. We'll keep it going. Now going forward. Great control of the truck there from Rogelio. Solid first hit. Now he needs to come out swinging if he's going to beat Brad's 8.1. Going to try a moonwalk off the side berm of the backflip, something we haven't seen. Going to set it down. Solid run from Zombie. If you thought that was the lead, let your voice be heard by scoring with the link in the description, code RORMJL. Scores are getting locked in for Rogelio Hernandez in Zombie. Scores are locked in. Score to be it's an 8.1. It's going to be a 7.1. 1 point off. Not going to be enough for the lead. Brad Curlin and Barbarian remains your skills leader.
Next up in this skills competition is going to be Nick Worthman in Max D Fire. Nick Worthman was a part of a crazy race as he barrel rolled the truck and was able to recover it. But let's see what he can do tonight in the skills competition. Had some great showings all season long. Let's see what he can do for the fans here at MetLife Stadium. Lining up for something. Gonna get some air into a nice slap wheelie. Into a moonwalk. Nicely done by Nick Worthman. Turning the truck as he's still going. Being very careful. And when he turns the truck, gonna set it down there. One hit left from Max D. Gonna walk it back, and can he get it up? Yes, he can, into a moonwalk. Turning the tires once again. Turning every direction. Bouncing on each wheel on the front. Walking it back and forth and just turning it to a nice 360. Oh my god, and that's it for Max D. Score is now open for Nick Worthman. Wow. Your score to be right now is an 8.156 from Brad Curlin and Barbarian, and the score for Max D Fire is an 8.063. So close, but not enough for the lead, as Barbarian still remains on top.
Definitely very, very close to taking the lead. Just going to put him in second place. As we have reached our final four in the skills competition. Next up, it's going to be Jackson Mazzaro's Saigon Shaker. We saw his teammate Adam Boyne come out earlier. Now it's time to see the second half of that team, Jackson Mazzaro's in Saigon Shaker. We're backing it up into the backflip ramp into a moonwalk. Very nice on the berm. Gonna put it in reverse. Might be going for a... Oh no! He's gonna set it down. Still a great first move from Saigon Shaker. Jackson Mazzaros has one more hit remaining. Into a bicycle. Up the berm. Can he get into a sidewall? He's getting pretty close, but he's going to set it right down. Great control of the truck. Solid. 2 skills hit there. And make sure you're using the link in the description. The code is RORMJL. Put your scores in for Saigon Shaker, Jackson Mazzaros.
I'm trapped in my box up against the wall. I see no solution or exit out. I'm grinding it out. No one can see. The impression's
As
growing.
Brad Curran is still sitting in the hot seat with an 8.1. As after this we'll have 3 drivers left to try to take on Brad's score. Score to beats an 8.1. The score for Saigon Shaker is a 7.556. Not enough for the lead, but it's going to put him in the top 5.
As next up in the competition is going to be Tristan Livdahl and Brodozer. Besides his racing record from the first half of the season, he's also had some great runs in our skills competitions. Let's see what Tristan can do here tonight. Gonna set into a nice stop. He's gonna walk it up the ramp, and can he save it? Yes, he can. Nice recovery there by Tristan. 1 hit left for Brodozer. Look at he's gonna go into a bicycle into a sidewall. And can he save it? Yes, he can. Still on 2 wheels. Gonna walk it back a tiny bit. Nice run there for Tristan. Scoring is now open. Going to be a score 8.156 from Brad Curran and Barbarian. And the score for Tristan Livdahl is going to be a 7.519. Once again, not enough to take the lead as Brad Curran still leads with 2 trucks left in our competition.
This guy's your points leader. You already know who he is. It's Blake Thompson and Gravedigger. Probably has more skill wins than anyone else. It's either going to be insane or it's a hit or miss. as Blake going for something off the bus into a moonwalk, sets it down. Very creative move from Blake. Gotta give him credit for that. No one's done that yet. Blake coming up with some new stuff to do as he's going into a bicycle. Gonna go into a sidewall. Gonna ride it on the two wheels into a sidewall. Insane control of the truck. He's still going. Can he get it back? No, he's gonna turtle the truck. Blake Thompson getting the fans on their feet. And if you thought that was enough of the lead, put your scores into the link in the description. Code RORMJL. Score 1 through 10 for Blake Thompson and Gravedigger. What a run. Playing on house money at this point, as we have one more competitor left. For that, we're going to get the scores locked in for Blake Thompson and Gravedigger. Scores are now locked in. Score to beat, an 8.1 from Brad Curlin. The score for Gravedigger, a 7.750. Not enough for the lead, but I do in fact believe that's going to put him in the top 5.
As we are down to the final competitor, looking to get a double down. He just won racing a while ago. It's Max Halper in Mohawk Warrior. Very impressive driver anywhere he goes. Let's see what he can do if he can take the lead away from Brad in Barbarian. Starting out the nice stoppy. Gonna walk it up. Walking it back up the ramp. He's got a little trouble there. Gonna set it back into a wheelie. Going up the ramp now. Walking it down. Gonna slap it now. Walking it all across. Walking it up the boom too. Beautifully done. Max is trying to go for the win. Sets it down. One hit remaining from Max Halpert in Mohawk Warrior. Looking for his final hit. Let's see what Max is gonna do. Looks like he changed his mind. No, he's went for a nice butt kicker. We have not seen those in a while. Walking it back up the bus. Gonna get a weird rebound there. Can he save it? Yes, he can. Nice run by Max. You can now submit your scores for the final skills competition run. Let's give it up for Max Halpert in Mohawk Warrior.
I'm trapped in my box up against the wall. I see no solution or exit out. I'm grinding it out, no one can see. The impression's growing exponentially. I'm trying to keep up to speed with you. Your lane changing is accelerating me. I'm hitting the ground and I'm sprinting. I'm falling behind, now I'm tuning out.
The scores have come in for Mohawk Warrior for the final run of our night. Or skills competition, I might say. Score to be an 8.156 from Barbarian. And the score for Mohawk Warrior is an 8.173. Your skills champion, Mohawk Warrior, Max Halpert. Taking home another 18 points.
Night. What a night it has been for Max Halpert. You know, I can't imagine how he's feeling right now. I mean, taking racing, now taking skills. He's got a lot of pressure on him going into freestyle, so big things to come from Max Halpert in freestyle. He's taken 2 competitions, he's going for 3. Max, you deserve the win. Nice win.
Yes, congrats to Max Halper taking on the first 2 wins of the night. But stay tuned because we have one competition left, and that's Monster Jam Freestyle. So don't go anywhere. Well, actually, right now you can grab a drink or anything, as we'll be back in a little bit for Freestyle.
As a heavy hand, don't risk it. Overhead, my dark side's coming, so you better play dead. Dig down. We're all enraged, don't wake the beast inside its cage. I know that you've been bad. Shame on you for what you did. When will it be enough? Shame on us, shame on all of us. Apocalypse is on its way. We're all trained to be afraid. Just animals that can't be tamed. We're all just never know who you can trust. How far is safe from love? Turn on you before you turn on us. We're all just savages. War is what we need. Steal your money, feed our greed. Fear though, with nothing to lose, cause when it all ends, it's me or you. I know that you've been bad. Shame on you for what you did. When will it be enough? Shame on us, shame on all of us. Apocalypse is on its way. We're all trained to be afraid. Just animals that can't be tamed. We're all just savages. Never know who you can trust. How far is safe from love? Turn on you before you turn on us. We're all just savages. We're all just savages.
Time after time, we never learn from our mistakes. When will we realize we're all just the same? We're all humans fighting human nature to stay alive. We're predators teaching our children to be just like us, fear and hate like us. Will we ever realize we're just savages? God save us all.
Apocalypse is on its way. We're all trained to be afraid. Just animals that can't be tamed. We're all just savages. sea, burning down underneath the sheets, breathing out, breathing in. Save my life, give me passage to a higher place, with a fruit that bears the sweetest taste, and let me stay there forever. Take your time, I wanna cross some lines, I wanna. For me, I feel alive when I'm with you. Can't deny something in the way that hot sweat, love drip, heartbeat, body shaking. I want it to last forever. Live by all night. This might be Nirvana. All I want is everything. So take your time. I wanna cross some lines. I want. For me, I feel alive when I'm with you. Can't deny something in the way that sold my soul inside my name and God. Stole it back, now praying in the dark. Fooled the devil, begging for a fire.
We are back and we're about to start freestyle.
Feel strong like an old machine. All the ankle boys were there. Move in, give in. The high will last for real. Get groovy and I'm turning on and fire.
We do have our freestyle order. And starting us off is going to be Blue Thunder, then Stinger Unleashed. Gravedigger will be coming out third. Barbarian, followed by Alien Invasion, Crazy Train, Bro Camino, Raisin Cane, War Machine, Brutus, Lucas Oil Crusader, Saigon Shaker, Zombie. And then our final five is going to be Max D Fire, Avenger, Mohawk Warrior, Brodozer, and then ending the night, it's going to be Bounty Hunter, Chadwick Deerfoot. Lots of heavy hitters here tonight in our field trucks. And first up, it's going to be Jaden Green, Blue Thunder. He won freestyle a couple weeks ago in Chester, the Mud Show. Let's see if we can get another freestyle win. However, the cards are kind of against him. He's coming out first. But you never know. That might not mean a thing. That's up to you, judges watching at home, to decide who takes our freestyle trophy and our overall event championship, as Blue Thunder's already getting crossed up here. Jaden Green starting out big. One of our rising stars here on the Sim Monster circuit. Getting into some more trouble, combos it up into the camper. Going for some more big air. And he's just going to stuff it into the jammer. That cradle is hurting. I think he might be hurting inside that cab too. Gonna jump over the side of the backflip ramp, trying to hit everything on the track. Great floor coverage so far from Blue Thunder. Jaden Green. Definitely a great starting run for freestyle here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Gonna line up for something big. Get ready for this. Some more huge air from Jaden Green and Blue Thunder. Great momentum going as he's nearing the end of his time. Stuffs it into the bus. That's gonna hurt him. On two wheels. Can he save it? Yes, he will. Puts it in reverse. Sets it back down. Gonna turn it around. Kind of searching. Which is gonna hurt his momentum. But maybe lining up for something big to compensate that. Maybe going for a front flip. Here we go into a wheelie. He's going to go for the front flip. Over rotates it and he's done. He's dead. Someone get him on life support or something. Jeez, he's not good. Alright. Link in the description. Code RORMJL. Lock in those scores for Blue Thunder. What a way to end the run. Remember to lock in those scores for Blue Thunder. Scores are getting locked in for Jade and Green and Blue Thunder. Make sure you're submitting your scores 1 through 10, as you are a big factor in deciding our winners tonight. Score for Jade and Green is going to be a 7.333. Solid run to start off the freestyle competition. My co-commentator Mario Ortega will be back in the booth later tonight, but next up, it's going to be Stinger Unleashed, Max Silver. Another great driver. This is going to whip it around, lining up for something. I think he's going for some big air. Yes, he is. Here we go. Some insane air. Getting on the top deck there for a second. Stinger Unleashed, not playing around tonight in freestyle. Some more huge air. Getting crossed up, can he save it? Yes, he will. Going for the transfer. Like I said, he's not playing around, wasting no time on this track. And I think that's what they know they have to do, as there's so many heavy hitters to come, such as Blake Thompson, Chadwick Deerfoot, you name it, skies it, and ow! That hurt. I felt that from the announcer's booth. Jeez. That is a rough landing right there. Gonna go for the backflip. Nice, perfect backflip. You can't get any perfect than that. Nice save once again. Great run going from Stinger Unleashed. This might end it right here. No, it won't. Another save. The more huge air over the camper. Gonna combo into the bus, lands on top, sets it back down. And you know, tonight it's just about a survival of the sickest, because I mean, not a lot of these drivers are gonna be able to fill the clock. But so far the first two are managing to do so, and that's gonna be the end of it, I think. Yep. Oh no. Get the cameras away from that, as we have some more building damage. Locking those scores for Stinger Unleashed. Code RORMJL. Looks like we're not coming back to East Rutherford, and we're still not done yet.
I'm trapped and my back's up against the wall. I see no solution or exit out. I'm grinding it out, no one can see. The impression's growing exponentially. I'm trying to keep up to speed with you. Your lane changing is accelerating me.
Going to be, it's a 7.33 from Blue Thunder, Jaden Green. Scores are now being locked in for Stinger Unleashed, and it's going to be a 7.625. Stinger Unleashed is your new leader in the freestyle competition. He's your points champion. He's playing on house money. Blake Thompson in Gravedigger. As he's wasting no time with some huge air, Blake Thompson is on a mission to take that freestyle victory. Almost won racing. Didn't win skills, but he wants to take the freestyle victory, and if anyone can do it, it's Blake Thompson. One of the most consistent freestylers out here, and he's showing you why already. Combo after combo after combo. He's hitting everything on the track, and it's only been like 30 seconds. I mean, Blake's just veteran on Sim Monsters, and one of the best drivers on the site for sure, with some huge air. Some of the biggest air of the night. That might top Stingers, but that may cost him. No, it won't. Sets it down into a small wheelie. Over the camper, and he's going to land it. Stuffs it. This may be the end. Can he get it back? No, he won't. But he took the risk, and there's no reward without the risk, and looks like Blake won't be getting the reward tonight. But nevertheless, lock in those scores for Blake Thompson in Gravedigger, your points champion from Stadium 2 Red.
I'm in a sweet spot. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground.
Scores are being locked in now. Make sure you are putting in your scores for each of our freestyle competitors tonight. As the score for Blake Thompson is a 6.750, not what he wanted, but at least he didn't get a 0, so there you go, Blake. I'm going to pass it over to my co-commentator, Mario Ortega. Mario, take it away.
I'm on the big stage. I got my crew. I'll get you moving. It's what I do. The party's started.
This looks like Mario will be back after another run.
Show you what it's all about. Check it out.
No, I'm here. I'm sorry about that. Not a great run. Not what Blake wanted, especially in this event, but he already got the point championship win, as next up is going to be Brad Curlin in Barbarian. Brad got second place in our skills competition a while ago, so let's see if he can take the win home in freestyle. Sign out the nice transfer over the backflip ramp. Nicely done. Going up the berm now. Gonna hit the ramp now over there. Nice slap wheelie going for some more nice air with a nice wheelie going up the bottom part of the berm. Beautifully done by Barbarian. Getting a little sideways there. Gonna stop me into a moonwalk right there. Walking it down, nicely done. Get some nice air there. Once again. Brad's still looking for his next ramp he will be hitting, and he does, throwing it over the bus. Huge air for Brad Curlin and Barbarian. Great run going right now. Hoping to fill his time so he can get a nice score from you guys, the fans who will be the judges. Got a backflip, gonna go back down. Can he save it? Yes, he can. And he's gonna go for another backflip on the bottom. Gonna land it on the front end. Going for a nice transfer jump right there, and he gets it a little messed up there. Going on 2 wheels now. Great run going from Brad and Barbarian. Time is winding down right now, and I believe time has been called Barbarian fills all his time. Scoring is now open. Link is in the description. Going to be right now is a 7.625 from Stinger Unleashed. The score for Brad Curlin is an 8.656. Your new leader is going to be Brad Curlin in Barbarian. As next up in Freestyle is gonna be Jason Poe in Alien Invasion.
A dimension of sound.
Coming out of the tunnel, they're gonna go straight for one of our raps. Nice hit there for Jason. Jason has put on some nice, consistent freestyles over the season, looking to let it all out tonight for our final Stadium Tour Reds finale. Nice air, the bus kicks him as he does a front flip in mid-air, and he rebounds, and he's gonna set it down. The RII has been called, and the run will now be over for Jason. A super hard hit right there. Scoring is now open for Jason in Alien Invasion. As the scores are coming in, Jason Poe having a really bad rollover. The score for Alien Invasion is gonna be a 4.125, not what he wanted for the finale. As next up is gonna be E1 Ford in Crazy Train. Let's see what this train can do here tonight in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hasn't had the best night, but he's looking to make it up in freestyle, starting out some nice air. Gonna turn up the boom and go back down to build momentum for a nice hit right there. Some nice air going on two wheels. A weird rebound there for Crazy Train. Got some more nice air right there. Swinging it around the boom right there. Nice move for Crazy Train. Solid run going right now. Gonna clip the transfer. Looks like he changed his mind. Going into a nice wheelie. Little combo there. Going into another sky wheelie. Nice hit there. Another nice sky wheelie on that boom. Shoot it across the floor. Some more huge air over the bus. That might be the other night, but he's having a bad rebound. And that is not what he wanted. That's going to be it. The RA has been called. Tried to save it there, but he could not. The scoring is now open for Ewan Ford and Crazy Train. Score to be right now is an 8.656 from Barbarian, and the score for Crazy Train is a 7.250, not enough to take the lead.
Got that drive, way deep inside, keeping you alive. It's all or nothing. There ain't no shine, just playing the game. No pain and no gain, just rise above it. Hey, so what do you say? So what do you say?
As next up for the freestyle competition, he's probably one of the most biggest fan favorite drivers. It's Matt Myers, Bro Camino. Here we go, into a bicycle, he's gonna crash it. Matt, what are you doing, man? He's gonna save it though. Matt is just going crazy. Bro Camino, but Matt Myers with some huge air. Ouch. He's gonna keep it going. Matt is just going crazy. That was probably one of the most entertaining starts to a run I've ever seen. I don't know if that was an intentional move or if it was on accident, but I'm not gonna ask. Nevertheless, a great run going so far from Matt Myers and Bro Camino. Getting in some donuts, and he saves it too, on top of the wall. Very nice. Some more big air, as we've seen this story before. Brad Curlin is in the lead. He's going to hit the elevated backflip, lands it into a small moonwalk. I believe he's one of the first few people to actually do that or land it, so kudos to Matt. Great run, and he's going to save it once again. This is why he's one of the most entertaining drivers in the field. Can he get it? Yes, he will. Fan favorite out here. He's going to go for it again, I think. He's going to go for a reverse backflip, reverse corkscrew, and he's on his lid. No, he's not. He saved it again. But that's going to be the RII, and I think that might have been time. Done. And locking those scores for Matt Myers. Score to beat is an 8.656 from Barbarian, Brad Curlin. Definitely going to be close to see who takes the lead or if Brad stays in the lead. Locking those scores for Matt Myers and Bro Camino. Score beats an 8.6. And the score for Bro Camino is an 8.250. That's going to put him in second place. Great run for Matt, but it's not enough for the lead. As Mario Ortega has just left the building, so he's just left me here in the booth. But, with another freestyle competitor on their way, which will be Raisin Kane, Joshua DeLuna. Another rookie. And hopefully we can see a good run from Joshua. Hasn't really done anything good this season. I think he puts a lot of pressure on himself, but we're going to see what Joshua does for his first hit. This is a risky move here, but he's going to start it off with some huge air. Lands it on top of the wall burn. Going to turn it around. Line it up for another big move. Huge air. Not the biggest air we've seen, but still some huge air. And he's hitting hard already. And he's going to land it, and this might be the end right here. Yep, he's over. Lesson learned right there. Went too big, too early. And I don't know, that might be a score of a 0. I believe it is, as he did not fill 30 seconds. So it's going to be a 0 for Raisin Kane. Tough break and lesson learned right there. Went too big too early and it costed him. Raisin Kane was our halfway point in tonight's lineup. Just about halfway point. We still have about 10 trucks left to freestyle. And one of those drivers is going to be Adam Boyne and War Machine. Teammate is Saigon Shaker. Adam, another great driver. He can take the lead at any time. He can take the win at any time. Don't think he's done that yet this season. Coming out strong with some nice air. Going from one side of the track to the other, jumps the back foot ramp. Stuffs it into the bus. That's gonna hurt. Kind of wandering around the track here. Getting some nice floor coverage though. Oh, this could be trouble. No, he's good. Slaps one wheel on the edge of that tabletop there. Luckily worked out in his favor. More huge air. Like I said, great floor coverage from Adam Boyne. Kind of spending a lot of time on the berm though. Over the camper, nice. This camper has been proven to be deadly tonight, as we've seen the end of many drivers come from it. He's going to line up for the backflip. Here we go. Great backflip into a moonwalk. Nicely done there from Adam Boyd in the War Machine. You know, you just got to fill the clock, and Adam's getting close to filling the clock right now with air like that. Huge air. Shocks absorbing that hit. Lining up for his next obstacle. Hitting the camper. Gets a terrible landing right on the cradle. As that's going to be an RII. Possibly time. Believe he filled the clock. So lock in those scores for Adam Boyne in War Machine. Code is RORMJL. You play a part in determining our freestyle winner and our overall event champion. So make sure you are judging after each run. Code RORMJL. Lock in those scores for War Machine Adam Boyne. Score to beat is still Brad Curlin. Similar site as we saw in the skills competition. Brad held the lead for a while. Score to beat still at 8.656. As the scores are getting locked in now for War Machine at a 8.325, just short. That's going to put him in second place. Nothing to be ashamed of. Great run from Adam Boyne in War Machine. This guy rolled over in racing, and hopefully he won't roll over in freestyle. He's a part of Team Scream. It's Ike Toussaint, Brutus. As announcing his presence, showing that Team Scream ain't afraid of getting big air. As we're going to see his teammate, Avenger Kyle Knickerbocker, come out later tonight. One half of Team Scream tonight. Hopefully, he can do good with a huge air. I've seen about every driver hit that ramp and sky it. Luckily, I don't think anyone's fallen victim to it. So that's good at least. And he has the flag stuck under the wheelie bar there, which can be a problem if that gets caught on anything. Just shows you the velocity he's coming at these ramps. His flag just went under his truck. So Ike is carrying an insane amount of speed, jump to jump, obstacle to obstacle, just like that. Luckily avoids the next pad. Going for the backflip. Here we go. That flag might hurt him. Luckily it didn't. Might be affecting his suspension. They're going for the backflip. Gets it. Two backflips. Perfectly landed from Ike Toussaint and Brutus. What a run with some nice air and in some trouble. Sets it back down. Great run going from Ike Toussaint. If I were Brad Cohen, I'd be scared right now sitting in that hot seat. Stops it. Plants it right on the wheelie bar, going over the jammer, the transfer. An insane run going, hitting everything in his path. As that's going to fill time, a donut with no rear steer. That's something new. Lock in those scores for Brutus, Ike Toussaint. Link in the description. Code RORMJL. Score to beat is still from Barbarian at 8.656. If you think Brutus would take the lead, let your voice be heard by locking in your scores.
I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I knew it would. The world's a playground. I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just It's what I do. The party starts.
Scores are coming in an 8.5, 2-1. Barely gonna put him in second place. Still an insane run from Ike and Brutus. Always something to look out for in freestyle or in the skills competition. Hopefully we can see Ike at the World Finals, whether that be the Double Down Showdown or the main field. Definitely a great driver and someone to watch out for. We're nearing the bottom half of our field. Heavy hitters on their way for freestyle, one of them being Chris Pervolakis in Lucas Oil Crusader. He's on the track right now, he's ready to go. One of those rising stars on the Sim Monsters circuit. Always interesting to see what Chris can pull out of his hat whenever he hits the track. Definitely a good fit behind the wheel of that Lucas Oil Crusader truck. However, he might be in trouble right here. Noses the truck down. Maneuvers it into a wheelie over the jump there. Nicely done into the camper. Going for the transfer with a backflip. Nicely done. Lands on top of it. Some style points there from Chris in Lucas Oil Crusader. Very nice. Carrying a lot of speed and getting a lot of air so far. Going up the berm once again. This may be where we will see some huge air. Or long distance air from Chris. Going up the berm once again, lining up for his next hit. Give me a nice jump over the bus. Solid run here from Chris. Kind of being a little bit of conservative. However, this may work out in his favor, as not everyone has filled the clock tonight in the freestyle competition, and if you want to win, you got to fill that time. Nearing the end of his time in freestyle, if Chris wants to take this lead, he's going to have to do something big, and he's doing just that. Maybe lining up for another big move. Kind of wandering around at this point. As that is going to fill time for Lucas Oil Crusader. Lock in those scores, link in the description. Code is RORMJL. Chris Pervolakis, Lucas Oil Crusader. Did you think that was a lead? Let us know by scoring. Very nice realistic run from Chris and Lucas Oil Crusader. Just trying to rack up those points here tonight and be consistent. As our score to beat is still Brad Curlin in Barbarian with an 8.656. Score for Lucas Oil Crusader is an 8.3. Not gonna be enough, but nothing to be ashamed of. Great run from Chris, and you gotta be consistent, and Chris is the definition of consistent, always putting up consistent freestyles and skills runs, and that's what you're gonna have to do to qualify for the RORMJL World Finals. Next up, second half of the team. We saw his teammate come out earlier, being Adam Boyne. It's Jackson Bizarro's Saigon Shaker. Now, I think Jackson knows that he's going to have to throw it all on the line if he's going to want to take that lead. as we saw Chris throw out a great run and not take the lead. What you're going to need to do is throw out moves we haven't seen before. And I think these drivers know that, if they want to have a chance at taking the win tonight in freestyle. Into a wheelie, nice. Definitely going to help him in the technicality aspect of the run. Wandering around here, as I mean, we do have a huge floor. Shout out to our track builders, building some of the most insane obstacles in RORMJL history. Definitely going to be exciting to see Stadium Tour Blue in Las Vegas, Nevada. That is definitely going to be a sight to see, so stay tuned for that. Jackson is putting up a solid run, similar to Chris's run, going for the backflip. Nice. That elevated backflip ramp may look deceiving, but it's no easy task to land. Gonna case the ramp, but he's alright. This is a dangerous hit right here. That bus has been catching people all night long. Smart thinking there from Jackson Mazzaros and Saigon Shaker. He's going for another backflip, maybe a corkscrew. No, he's going for the backflip. Consecutive? No. He gets it into a plank walk wheelie. A short one, but still a good one. Nearing the end of his run, nearing the end of his time, Jackson. Great run. He's hit about every jump on the track. Gonna go for a corkscrew and he's dead. That's gonna be the end of it right there. And about the end of time. So lock in those scores. Code RORMJL, Jackson Mazzaros, Saigon Shaker. Ending in style in Saigon Shaker. Will it be enough? That's up for you to decide. As hopefully Jackson is alright, as we've had many cage hits tonight, and being very hard cage hits. They were. Score to beat. I've said this about 20 times tonight. It's still Barbarian. Brad Curlin somehow has sat in the hot seat for a very long time, and Brad, your luck might run out sometime soon. Scores are being locked in, and it's going to be a 7.250 for Saigon Shaker. Jackson Mazzaros, not enough for the lead. Our next competitor is hailing from Richmond, Texas. Rogelio Hernandez, Zombie, another consistent driver. He's up there in the point standings for Stadium Tour Red. Rogelio pulls out some of the craziest moves you've seen on Sim Monsters, and you might repeat it tonight as he is lining up for his signature mid-air barrel roll corkscrew twist thingy. I don't know what to call it. Can he get it? Yes, he will, because he's Rogelio. Rogelio, that was insane. Lands it perfectly. Oh no, this might be the end right here. Gets the lucky rebound. No, it's not. Rogelio living up to his name that he has for doing insane moves, stuff you haven't seen before. Definite innovator on the Rigs of Rod's Monster Jam circuit. Always taking risks whenever he's on the track. His first hit was a huge risk, but he got lucky and walked away with it. Some serious skill right there from Rogelio. As we saw our last truck, Jackson Mazzaros, try the same move, but epically failed. Might be a Crash Madness nominee. Going for the elevated backflip. Might be a consecutive. Yes, it will. Can he land it? Yes. Perfect transition off the consecutive into another ramp. I guess I spoke too soon. Stuff's into that bus. Just a mangled bunch of cars, buses, you name it. It's all in the middle of the track. And it's hard for these drivers to maneuver around it. But Rogelio, with an insane run, cooking up in Zombie. This could take the lead. If he fills the clock, we will just have to wait and see with some huge air. Lands it on the top of the tabletop into a bicycle. He's going to sidewall it, and he's going to set it back down. And that, he's going to go for a backflip too. That is going to be time right there. This is the last move. And he's still on the move, and he's done. Locking those scores now for Rogelio Hernandez, Zombie. Score to beat, Brad Curlin, 8.656. Thought this run could beat it. Locking those scores. Personally, it just might. We will just have to wait and see.
I'm trapped in my box up against the wall. I see no solution or exit out. I'm grinding it out, no one can see. The impression's growing exponentially. I'm trying to keep up to speed with you. Your lane changing.
Scores are being locked in. Rogelio Hernandez, Zombie. Score to beat. It's going to be the last time I'm going to say it because we have a new leader, a 9.136. Rogelio Hernandez is your new leader, blows into the lead, and I can no longer say Brad Curlin is in the hot seat. So thank you, Rogelio. Appreciate that. Great run. Next up, it's going to be Nick Worthman, Max D fired. Another entertaining drive. As here we go, Nick starting it off with the biggest air of the night. Biggest air we've seen off the camper. That is insane. He cleared the whole thing. And that is the biggest air of the night right there. He's got the coilover shock set up. Perfect for big air. Front engine helps it with the aerodynamics. There's some more big air from Nick Worth and Max D fired. Watched Rogelio in the back, and he was like, I gotta throw down, and he's doing just that right now. Going over the camper. Skies it. Can he get it back? Can he get it? No, he's on his leg. Tough break from Max D Fire, but that's the risk you gotta take this late in the field. And I'll tell you what, that was probably some of the biggest air of the night we saw from Nick Worthman and Max D Fire. Locking those scores for Nick Worthman, Max D Fire. Scores are now locked in for Nick Worthman, Max D Fire, a 6.667. Not enough. We saw one half of Team Scream earlier tonight, and we're about to see the second half. Kyle Knickerbocker, Avenger. This guy is one of the best freestylers in Sim Monsters. And I believe he is a freestyle champion. This just might be one of the best events regarding freestyle. Is about everyone in our field has put up some great runs. No one should be ashamed of their freestyle tonight, but these guys just keep topping each other. As Kyle with a solid start so far. As stuffs it into the step up, luckily sets it back down. Going for the elevated backflip. Onto wheels, sets it back down. Gonna line up for some huge air. Nice air from Avenger. Gonna go up the racing ramp. Almost got into some trouble. Had the presence of not mind to put it in reverse. Going for the bus! Backflips it, one of the first people to do that. Very nice. Not many people incorporating that side of the bus, but Kyle did. Very nice. Going for a mid-air barrel roll, lands it. Looking like Rogelio out there. And Rogelio's in the lead, so I'd be sweating right now. Wow. What a move from Kyle Knickerbocker, an Avenger. And he's just turned on the heat at this point. This is why he's a freestyle champion. Another corkscrew, lands it. Right before the finale banner, they're going to send it one more time. What a run. Kyle ain't stopping yet. And that's going to be time for Avenger, Kyle Knickerbocker. Now you guys in the comments watching at home are the judges tonight. So, does Kyle take the lead? That is up to you, for you to decide. Code RORMJL. Score to beat is still a 9.136 from Rogelio Hernandez in Zombie. Scores are now being locked in. Rogelio is still in the hot seat. And the scores are 8.471. Yes, you heard that correctly. Avenger with an 8.471.
Check me out. Check me out. Just check me. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's
As next up, it's going to be your racing winner, your skills road winner, Max Halpert, the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior 5. The final three are right here in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and they're here to throw down. Sweet tonight, we're about to find out. Good floor coverage so far from Max Helpert, the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, getting caught up on the bus. So he got caught on back face there. He's all good, luckily. Gonna line up for the camper with some insane air. Can he land it? Yes. Into a wheelie. Definitely a risk hitting that camper ramp. A little crossed up, but Max knows what he's doing. Luckily, he set it back down. Gonna line up for the elevated backflip ramp. Under rotates it. Can he set it down? Into a moonwalk, ride it out, and no, he sets it down. Very nice transition from the over rotation to a moonwalk. Into some trouble, set it back down, Max. There you go. Nice save from Max, and Great Clips Mohawk Warrior fired. Everyone tonight putting on great runs, Max being no exception, as this is a great run so far. Side slap, but luckily he set it down. As that will be the last move of his run, fills the clock, so keep that in mind when you're putting in your scores. Code RORMJL, lock in those scores. Score to beat, a 9.136 from Zombie Rogelio Hernandez. As after this, we'll have our final two trucks, so get ready for that. Max Halpert might be on the road to claiming an overall event championship and possibly a freestyle championship. Scores are locked in, and it's going to be an 8.639. Not enough for the lead, but might have a chance at that overall event championship. We'll just have to wait and see at the end of the night. Points race is very close in this event. Lots of points that help people get into the World Finals, as this is the finale for Stadium Tour Red. Everything is on the line as we have two trucks left. As like I said before, final two trucks. Coming up, heavy hitters. We got a veteran and a somewhat new guy. And that rising star is going to be coming up next in just a few moments. He is known as the Wall Crasher himself. He's part of the reason why RORMJL is running out of money. Wonder who that could be. And he's in the perfect truck for that. It's Tristan Livdahl in Brodozer coming out of Anaheim, California. Here he comes now. Will he cost us more money? We'll just have to find out and wait. I know our tech officials are pretty scared watching this run. And maybe people in the hot seat are scared because Tristan can put on some great runs whenever he's behind the wheel of Brodozer. Usually hit or miss, but he's going for a big hit to start it off. Some massive air. This may cost him. Hopefully he lands it. Lands it back on all four. And this is what you have to do. Coming out hard and hit some huge ramps. Definitely a realistic Brodozer run so far. It's huge air. Now, if we have a Extreme Air of the Year nominee or award, that's going to be pretty hard to decide, as I think all of the nominees are going to come from East Rutherford. We'll just have to see if we get to that point. But Tristan, a great run going. Can he get it? Yes, he will. A corkscrew. Came out of nowhere. What a move from Tristan Livdahl, Brodozer. Polluting East Rutherford, New Jersey, MetLife Stadium. Polluting the whole stadium with some huge air. Oh, nice. Pulls a Chad Fortune off the burn there. Nicely done. Keeping up the momentum. He's going ramp to ramp, and he's not slowing down. As time is winding down, Tristan in some trouble. Can he save it? Up, and he's over. And that is about the end of time. So keep that in mind when you're scoring for Tristan Livdahl. Code RORMJL. Score to beat a 9.136 from Zombie. Will Tristan take the lead? That's up to you to decide on Judge's Zone. Every score matters, so make sure you are scoring 1 through 10 for Tristan Livdahl and Brodozer, so we can help decide our freestyle champion of East Rutherford, New Jersey and MetLife Stadium, as well as our overall event champion. Scores are now locked in at 8.292. Not gonna come close, but a great run from Tristan Livdahl and Brodozer. Definitely a great run to end out his regular season before we head to the World Finals in Glendale, Arizona, as we still have to finish Stadium Tour Blue at Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight being the conclusion of Stadium Tour Red. Definitely a good event so far. One of the best Stadium Tour Reds events we've had, especially in freestyle. Almost everyone has filled the clock tonight. As it came down to one guy who's been in Sim Monsters for as long as I can remember. What a perfect fit for him. It's Chadwick Deerfoot in Bounty Hunter. The best guy to end out the night, as he is lining up for something huge. He's doing a reverse move. Very nice. Something different we haven't seen yet over the biggest obstacle on the track. Might have been going for a reverse slap, really not sure, but still a great move to start out the run. with some massive air. His nose was probably higher than anyone else's truck tonight, so credit to him. That low profile may have helped him with the air, as we see some more huge air from Bounty Hunter Chadwick Deerfoot. If anyone's going to take the lead, there's only one guy that can do it, and it's Chadwick and Bounty Hunter. Rogelio might be sweating up there in the hot seat, stuffs the front end, but he's alright. Chadwick being no rookie on Riggs Abroad's Monster Jam, going for a corkscrew, showing you why he is a veteran with smooth moves like that. Has probably had some of the best flow we've seen so far. Very smooth run going from Chadwick Deerfoot. Very technical run. Nice. One of the more technical runs we have seen so far. Gonna go in between the gap, gonna line up for another backflip. Having to back up, maybe going for a big move here. Hits it hard, does a corkscrew in mid-air, and he lands it. Chadwick Deerfoot pulling out a crazy move. I don't even know what you call that. Someone name that move in the comments. And that is going to fill time with, yeah, that's going to fill time right there. What a run from Chadwick Deerfoot. And if I were Rogelio Hernandez, I'd be sweating in the hot seat right now. Lock in those scores. You are the deciding factor of tonight's freestyle competition and overall event championship. So make sure you are doing your part in scoring tonight's competition. Link in the description, code RORMJL. Lock them in for Bounty Hunter. The score to beat is a 9.136. The score for Bounty Hunter is an 8.926. That's not going to be enough for the lead, but I believe that is enough for second place. You fans, let your voice be heard, and your freestyle winner is Rogelio Hernandez in Zombie. Taking the win with a mid-air barrel roll, starting off his run with some huge air, high momentum. Definitely a great run, well deserved from Rogelio. And everyone else that competed in freestyle tonight, nothing to be ashamed of. Almost everyone filled the clock tonight. Very entertaining freestyle competition into the freestyle event of the year. As we have still one more champion to crown. And that is our overall event champion. As our officials are tallying up the overall event standings from tonight's show. With 51 points. Coming with 18 points. Another 18 in the two-wheel skills, 15 in freestyle. It's going to be Max Helper in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior Fire. Almost swept the whole night. Max Helper, well deserved. Probably the best show he's had in a long time. Great showing from the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. In a great event. That was, as we still have Stadium Tour Blue. The finale of Stadium Tour Blue. We're going to be heading to Las Vegas, Nevada, and be sure to check out that event, as we're going to have another crazy track. Who knows, it may just top East Rutherford, as we are on the road to RORMJL World Finals. as these drivers are trying to get their bid in the World Finals as a main field qualifier or a double down showdown competitor. But for Mario Ortega and myself, Vincent Ackwood, we want to thank you for coming out for Rigs of Ron's Moss GM Live. It was a great showing tonight for the finale of Stadium Tour Red. We'll see you next time. As you saw him right there, your points champion for Stadium Tour Red, Blake Thompson, dominating the season, well-deserved season for him. Almost won every single skills competition, consistent winner every weekend. Blake Thompson has sealed his ticket to the Rigs of Ron's Monstrum Live World Finals, and we're excited to see him there. Definitely going to see Blake throw it down one last time at the World Finals.